We've got a big-time game on deck, and how about this light show to set the tone? What do you think about that? Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Sun Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in easily enough from the... Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. From the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, we mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those who have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
They boot it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll toss it to the left. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
That's caught. It's McNabb. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Looking for space. It's McNabb. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pass the sticks, him still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Great play by... Back, he was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They're facing a third down. Looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He leaves it with his back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Man, he's got 45 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. And the Sun Devils have taken it inside the 20. To the air on second down. Using the quick game. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Slithers into space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this 1st down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coming.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ivory. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man down the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Sails one into the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Using his feet. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's McNabb. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point...
Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Toss to the left. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Hauls it in. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
Ball is loose. And he gets back on top of it, and a first disaster. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss.
nowhere from the start.
He's definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Off and running. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the toss. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get into play immediately.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball